Buenos dias. Buenos dias, senoritas, senors, and senoritas. Should I make up? Oh, did you guys know I had that tattoo? Alright. You know what I'm thinking about this morning? Should I make up, guys? Should I make up? No, it's a silent car. It's okay. I'm thinking about addiction this morning. Because I want to smoke a cigarette, but I don't really. I just want to because I know that I have to put them down soon. So the more resistance creates more resistance, or whatever. And then I was like, okay, I could get a coffee, but then I got the munchies last night, and I went and I got a gas station hot dog. Why would I ever do that? But that's not the point. But my stomach hurts this morning because I ate it late, and it just sat in my stomach while I slept, so it's gonna hurt this morning. So I have to hold off on what I'm gonna eat and drink, the coffee I want. I always want a coffee. I love coffee. I'm a little bit worried about my calorie intake, but it's okay, right? Do I look fat to you guys? I'm worried about gaining weight. It doesn't matter. Why would it matter? Okay, I wanted to talk about addiction. What did I want to talk about? Basically that I want a cigarette. But actually not really. I never usually smoke them when I get up. And so me knowing that I have to, I already said that. I have to quit soon. That's fine. I'll literally be fine. I've quit them twice, maybe 3 times now. It's really not that hard. I just don't want to put them down. I just don't want to. That's addiction, friends. That's addiction. So really what I was thinking about is not myself. I was thinking about the world. I was thinking about you guys are all addicts and you don't even know it. Sorry, not. You need to know this information, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not, well, I am God, so I was gonna say, I'm not the end-all be-all, I'm not God. But we are all God, so riddle me that. If you want to eat the meat, sure thing. Go ahead. The only people that may not be addicts, it's hard to say. It's genuinely hard to say, but I would say, me, personally, the only people that may not be addicts are really high raw vegans and maybe vegans, but vegetarians. No, what is the word? I'm thinking of somebody who eats meat and I said no. Just somebody who's extremely healthy in terms of, well, I didn't mean to say extremely healthy. Wow. 5 minutes of me saying what? Of what? I need to be nicer. But, anywho, the only people that may not be addicts are the ones that eat, really, really organic, but, really, really organic, you know those ones that, I was hanging out with somebody who bought a $17 steak. I am absolutely for buying that steak Would I ever spend $17 to eat meat? It was the tiniest steak ever. It was like this big. Really thin too. But that's addiction and you don't even realize it. Even when it's labeled organic. Check your standards, people. Check what the country has check marks next to, because last time I checked, organic just means how do you say it? Like no chemicals deliberately given the last 3 months before consumption. Right? So if we look at that, they have the whole life of the organism, whether it's a plant or an animal, they have up until 3 months before consumption to use products. Last time I checked, that was a very long time ago. I don't know if standards have changed, because I went to many markets while living in California and they all claim to be organic. And so I would try to get down to the bottom of it, but a lot of these people were Spanish speaking, so they didn't have very good understanding of what I was saying. Well, that those two don't even correlate. Those do not correlate at all. They didn't speak English that much is all. Gosh. Okay. Anyways, yeah. A lot of the markets, the people, they didn't speak much English. So they I never got a clear answer as to what organic really meant. One guy told me that there's nothing on the product, like, whatsoever. And that might be the standard for California. I just feel like there's a loophole. So you know how, like, let me try to think of something. I just feel like there's a loophole. I could go into the supermarket right now and show you tens of thousands. Every single product has a loophole on it, essentially. Let me see what I can find in the car here. I don't know. Real mayonnaise? Why does the word real need to be in there? That's a marketing thing, but that's not really a loophole. Although it could be, you could go down the rabbit hole of that. But a loophole, really, man, I forget what I was trying to say with that. But we all know, yeah, the organic stuff. There are just so many ways to cheat the system. As in the government cheating the people. As in, there's so many ways to presume something, to portray it a certain way, although one little part of it can be true, like, absolutely, and they will take it and run. Like, I should get a coffee. I should walk over to the coffee place. It's literally Starbucks right there. Anyways, though, I have a lot to say about addicts. This all ties in because most likely they do spray the organic food as well, and like even if you think you're eating clean, you're still not, and that ties into what I want to say about addiction in the US and every single one of us being an addict, besides maybe a select few, maybe, but like probably all of us. Sorry, this is a thought that I just had this morning, that probably all of us are addicts, no matter how clean you eat, literally no matter what, because you can't escape the system. It's addiction by design. It's meant to keep you trapped. What would happen if I took the fast food restaurants away from you? You would probably start a riot trying to get it back. That's addiction. What would happen if I took the fruit away? Go ahead, take the fruit. Nobody cares. Because there's not chemicals in this stuff. I mean, there's chemicals sprayed onto it, so it's possible. That's why I was saying, even if you eat clean, there's still product on your product. And so it may be somewhat addicting properties. I don't know what they spray on it. I don't know what it does. I don't really care to know. But all that I know is that there's mass amounts of toxic pesticides in many forms being consumed by humans, whether you think so or not. I do believe that. So, it really all started because I wanted a cigarette, and I was thinking about somebody judging me or judging smokers in general. And then I was like, well, everybody is addicted. Everybody. This system is literally addiction by design to keep you under illusion so you can't see the truth. This is technically a truth. So you can't see the higher truth. Yeah, so I was thinking about that because I'm like, yeah, you want to judge me for not smoking cigarettes, but literally, if I took the burgers and the cheese and your favorite food containing those two things, animal products of any sorts, if I took that away from you, what upheaval would I run into? When you take cigarettes away from a smoker, you get the same reaction. Yeah, so all of us are probably on opioids, no joke. I know, it sounds bold, I know. Did you know, actually before I say this, think about everybody you know who has a prescription from the doctor, maybe even multiple. For me, I know about a handful of people who don't have a prescription from the doctor, me being one of them. Everybody I know takes medicine for something. Okay? Got that image in your mind? 70% of all pharmaceuticals, 70% of all pharmaceuticals are consumed by the meat industry. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Whether it's through the soil that grows the crops, to the to the actual crops themselves, and then to the facilities that process these crops, and then probably somewhere else, and then to the mouth of an animal to eat. But after it gets here, it's really highly... never mind. I can't get the words out. So we've got from the soil to the plant to them spraying the plant, to them harvesting, and then to the facility to be harvesting / the first facility, and then it probably moves, and then it probably moves again, and each time that I have to finish the original thought. So from all these places to the mouth of the animal that eats the end product, to the regular maintenance pills that they give a lot of these animals, or preventative care, to the slaughterhouse to be processed, and then processed again probably, and then to the mouth of you. So that was the whole lifespan of what your food eats. Or I'm particularly thinking about a cow, and like if they were given crops, under the regular laws today, when everything runs accordingly, your food is probably sprayed 10 times, or not sprayed, but like your food is probably given additives of some sort that are more or less toxic in high doses. I should tell you something. 10 times! 10 times probably. And like, I know it sounds crazy. Like, you would think, oh no, they spray the crops once. Well, they also spray the soil, and they've been spraying the soil, and they put stuff in the soil for the past decade. So the soil's just riddled with it now. So there we go, for one. And then for two, when the plant is actually growing, I think it gets sprayed like at least once a month with chemicals. And then we go to harvest. And then depending on the plant, I'm thinking about flour and wheat right now. I don't know if they spray those while it's growing, but I do know that your bleached flour is bleached for a reason. Why would they need to bleach it if it wasn't moldy? What? Why would they need to bleach it in the first place? Why are they just bleaching food? So, but it's so disgusting, the wheat can't explain. There's so many thoughts. Basically, I'm trying to say, I'm trying to break down that 70% number for you. Because if everybody that you know has a prescription, right? Then that means that 70% of all drugs pushed by the government, 70% of all drugs pushed by the government, of the collective of it all, the 70% of the drugs produced in the US is consumed by your meat industry. So, that's a lot. Guys, not 70% of our intake. No. 70% of all pharmaceuticals pushed out. And a lot are pushed out if everybody's got at least 1 or 2 prescriptions. It's a large number. Like, I think there's like 3 million cows. That's probably not right. I thought cows in the US outnumber humans. And there's gotta be like, how many humans are in the US? Like 300 million? Maybe that's where the 3 came from. Because New York alone has like 8 million. And that was back in like 2012. Probably around the same though. Maybe 10 now. How many humans are here? Maybe close to like 450 million. 400 million. Accounting for everybody who's not part of the system either, who doesn't have a social security card, accounting for them as well, like, there's a lot of people here, but cows still outnumber us in this space. Oh yeah. You're addicted to meat, whether you think you are or not. But you want to judge the cigarette smokers. I genuinely want to judge you. Even though I eat meat but I'm not blind to it. I'm not blind to the illusion. I'm probably addicted, yes, but I'm not blind to what's going on and what meat is and that you really shouldn't eat it. I'm not blind to it like the rest. I can't say that everybody is. Like, there's plenty people who also like agree to not eat meat, but in different ways, in different forms. But there are plenty of them. And I think majority of it comes down to like eating an animal. So I do think that most of them are, on the same page with that. So that's cool. I don't think they're necessarily blind that much either. But the point I'm trying to make is that, I forget, you're all addicts. And I'm a hypocrite. I am a hypocrite for sure, but defo. I do eat meat, but I don't want to. And I try to eat as little as possible. That's why I was so shameful for eating the hot dog. I don't think I've ate a hot dog in years, like so long. I genuinely am disgusted by them. Like the processed me. How does that even be at that? Oh God. Yeah, that's why I did say it, because I was ashamed of it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't need to justify myself. All I came here to say, all I wanted to talk about is addiction. I think everybody in the US is an addict, whether they want to admit it or not. And maybe you don't, maybe like for a select few, they're not addicted to the meat and the, like, all of the products and such. Like maybe they eat a really clean life. Even then, I would, unless they're really, really, really awakened, I would say that they're still addicted to something. They're addicted to their thoughts. They're addicted to exercise. They're addicted to something. And so therefore, the addiction just manifests in a different way. And it is in their DNA still because of the timeline and ancestors. Oh, but I think everybody's an addict. I think I realized that. Whether you don't do any addictions, I think everybody is an addict. In different ways. And not just eating meat, and not just in the food that we eat, but like I said, in thoughts, or exercise, or like health, or, you know, we're all under illusions. What is an addiction? Okay, addiction is deliberately taking the route of harm over reason. Then you have an addiction. So purposely and knowingly doing something harmful. So like thinking negative thoughts. Like if you like, okay, this is a really slippery slope, but like I am speaking just for me and me only, but if you don't want to like give up the negative thoughts, you want to hold on to them, that is the addiction mindset coming into play in your brain. Like, I don't know. Man, there was something else I was gonna say. It's getting kind of like foggy and wonky for me. But and so what if we are all addicts? Where does it come from? It comes from the want to get high, or the desire that you think it's gonna be better somewhere else. Right? Like kind of like a delusion of a subject. Right? That would be called... I don't know. I'm actually losing it. I'm generally losing it. I'm gonna go get a coffee. Bye. Bye, my friends.